Hi friends, MD Vegan, ice cream time again. These banana ice creams are really fantastic. I can eat them at any time of the day. Not on fasting day, of course, because they only have food without fiber. That means bananas don't work. It's banana ice cream that can be eaten directly from the food processor. That's why I call it blitz ice too. It's so fast. I just need to freeze the bananas. And I will put them into the food processor, fitted with the S blade. This is the favorite tool of mine for making this blitz ice. And the S blade makes sure a large blade as compared to a blender with a small blade, the power blender. There's not so much tempo, not so much speed, not so much energy, so the ice remains ice cream, firm, frozen. Because when you blend it too fast in a power blender or on a blender, it melts down. So that's not so good to make an ice cream. I want to have these ice balls here. Nice round ice balls. If you don't have one, you have a blender, make your ice cream without ice balls. You have a little bit more runny ice cream, it's still nice, still delicious, of course. But if you have food processor, nothing beats that. So, today I make a blueberry banana ice cream. And the thing is here, I need to make sure, that's my experience, that bananas are 3 times as much about as the blueberries. So I have here 3 cups of bananas, sorry. You need the slices. I slice the bananas when they are super ripe, put them into the freezer, and then I can take single slices out. If you, as opposed to that, if you freeze the whole bananas, how would you portion them? So it's important to put them into slices before the freezing. So I put the bananas here. It's a lot of bananas, 3 cups, maybe more, of slices into the food processor. It goes in first. And now 1 cup, a little bit more maybe, frozen blueberries. And the thing is, if you have too many blueberries in the banana ice cream, the ice cream doesn't have a perfect creamy texture. That's what I want to avoid. And so I take not too many blueberries here, but blueberries have a very strong flavor, a very strong color. The ice cream is blue anyway, so that's okay. First I thought I have to make more blueberry to make more like blueberry flavor or so. It is not necessary. A third part of blueberries, I would say, is enough for a wonderful blueberry flavor. And I enhance the flavor of the blueberries, frozen blueberries, like most frozen fruit. You can buy them from the health food shop or from the supermarket in frozen packages. They have not the super flavor as the fresh one from the garden, of course. But they are still high in nutrients, they're very recommended, they're very inexpensive, so I always have frozen berries in the freezer from the supermarket. That's very inexpensive, available all year long, and so I make quickly ice cream of all kinds of flavors. But to enhance the natural flavor of the blueberries, of like other berries too, I add just sour and sweet. The more ripe a fruit is, the sweeter it gets, and you want this sweetness. So I take a date mousse here. You just blend some dates with a little bit of water. You need a certain amount of water because otherwise the blender will just not work. It is too dry. Dates are usually too dry. But if you put a little bit of water in there, just enough to make the blender work, you need some time to blend the dates because they are firm, they are dry. And then I have 4 or so tablespoons of date mousse. The date mousse, you can make the date mousse ahead of time, put it in the refrigerator in a sealed container, and it will keep for at least 4 days. I wouldn't keep it much longer because then it begins to turn sour. That is not so nice. The date mousse should be sweet. So if you have another sweetener, for example agave, In another ice recipe I used agave. Has a really different flavor, but you can use agave too. It is sweeter. It's much sweeter than dates. Dates are nice, but not so sweet. So agave is double the sweetness, and then you have 4 tablespoons of date mousse. You will have 2 tablespoons of agave nectar, for example. Just to give an example, other sweetness are different. It's up to you to taste. So I have the dates here to make it sweeter, and I balance the dates with a lemon. I juiced 1 lemon, yeah, to put it onto the date mousse, because sugar and sour are nice to balance and to enhance also the natural flavors of many ingredients. Lemon does that for many ingredients. Yeah. The blueberries love the lemon flavor, by the way. They are super nice together with lemon. And what they also like the blueberries, is cinnamon. Yeah? But here is another problem. Cinnamon is a powder here, cinnamon powder, but it's not much, it's a teaspoon. If I take too much of the powder, because the flavor of cinnamon is so nice, but the powder is, I didn't notice before, I didn't expect, it was surprising to me, it is pretty coarse. Especially if you blend it in ice cream, it can happen that you have too much of the cinnamon powder for a nice flavor. It tastes so nice and it's super healthy. But then you have the coarse feeling, as if the thing wouldn't be really as smooth and creamy as it should. And at first I didn't notice what it is, and then I noticed it is the cinnamon. Too much cinnamon doesn't work because it just makes it too coarse. And you want to have a smooth ice cream that makes it so much nicer to eat. Tastes just better. So I have here bananas, a huge amount of bananas, a small amount of blueberries. I have 4 tablespoons of date mousse, made it myself, and 1 lemon juiced, and a teaspoon of cinnamon. And I will process that now to blueberry banana ice cream. Blender dance. That looks pretty good. I will taste it. And then I have not much time to spend, because otherwise it runs away. The ice cream. Oh, that looks nice. And the texture is pretty nice too. Oh. That's the kind of blueberry ice cream you want. So I take out the blade. It's perfect. But now everything has to be quick, because otherwise the ice cream runs away, and then no more ice balls. And so if that is now too much for me, or it runs away, I put it in a container, put it in the freezer, and freeze it right away. I'll keep it cold. But this is not too much for me. I will eat it in one go, I guess. And no chance of putting it back into the freezer. I don't think so. So, ice ball maker. Yeah, very nice texture. Can make these balls. It works. It works as should. This is an ice ball maker, not very expensive. 2 or 3 euros or dollars. They're not expensive. Mine is not necessary, of course, you know, but it's so much fun. Ice cream is very special to me. I have a long story of ice cream. Here, blueberry banana ice cream. What do you say? Just fruit. Just fruit. A little bit cinnamon, of course, but that doesn't count. So I will have that now. I take a photo and quickly so can run away. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. Make your own ice cream. There's so many ways. This one is really good. It's a good recipe because the proportions, they really matter. Otherwise the texture is not so nice. So again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. If you like, subscribe and leave it on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. Find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest and Twitter too.